Hello and welcome to Stitching with My Kitties, floss tube number 44. I'm Patty Penn and today is Sunday, 21 December 2025. I'm so glad that you're joining me today. I hope you like what you see, and if you have not already subscribed, that you will subscribe and share and let all of your friends know. I would really like to build my channel numbers up. This is a floss tube or a YouTube almost exclusively dedicated to count and cross stitch. And another hobby, collecting count and cross stitch. Daisy Mae just jumped up on the table. That's why the camera's shaking. So anyway, if you're returning, thank you for coming back. And if you're new, again, please like and subscribe. There's not a whole lot going on in my personal life. I'm trying to finish up several gifts for my neighbors. I also do machine embroidery, and I'm making some rope bowls. So thank goodness this week we only work 3.5 days. The market closes on Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and then we're closed, of course, for the 25th. And then I'll telework on Friday the 26th. So that will give me, having Wednesday afternoon will give me a little extra time if I can't finish them up this afternoon. It's already 2:10, and I need to finish those two. I've got 4 more gifts to wrap for my partners at work. 4 of them are golfers, so as part of their Christmas, I embroidered each of them 3 golf towels with their monograms. I'm hoping they like them. Being from the South, monograms are a big deal, or a big thing, not a big deal, but you know, it's a thing if you're Southern. And 2 of them, one of them's from Pennsylvania, I think the Pittsburgh area, and the other's from New York, so they might not get it, but we'll see. Then I also need to make about 10 badge reels. We can't get into our office without our little key card. So I'm gonna make a lot of the I call them girls, the ladies in the office, some badges, and you know, it's a badge reel. But the cool thing is, this owned by Velcro, so I can make them different little resin things for various times of the year. So I hope they'll like those. So I've got 2 made, one with the red scarf, one with the green scarf. I think I might even give one of them a blue scarf, we'll see. And these are little shakers. I don't know if you can tell, there's a little bit of slime or confetti type stuff in there. So I'm having a lot of fun, but they take a little bit of time, and I only have 2 made. So fingers crossed. You know, I've got, I'm running out of time. And Karen Lynch on Instagram, if y'all don't follow her on Instagram and you want a daily laugh, then you need to go, and I'll try to remember and link her. I think it's Karen_A_Lynch for Instagram. I can't really remember, but if I think about it, I'm making myself a note here. Let me get a different color pen so that I will remember link Karen, because she has a daily funny every day, and one of them yesterday, day before, was something about, you've gone from, oh, it's December the 1st to, oh no, it's almost Christmas. And I'm definitely in the oh no mode. I was so excited because I had our grandkids' gifts wrapped, and we took them to UPS and shipped them a week ago Friday. So I thought I was doing good until a few days ago. So I just, I'll get done what I can. And if I have to go and can't finish up the machine embroidery, I'm doing some rope bowls for two of my neighbors. If I can't get those finished, I will go and buy a gift. But that is not my first choice. Let's see what else is going on. Our holiday open house was last Saturday evening, and we had over 50 people here. Everyone seemed to enjoy themselves, so that Damon and I just really enjoy doing that every year. We weren't able to do it last year because I was in the hospital having 2 back surgeries, numbers 5 and 6. And I've noticed that my husband's been down in his workshop. I have no idea what he's building, but he's been feverishly working down there. So I'm kind of anxious to see what it is. And it might not be for me. He does a lot of stuff just around the house. So let's see if there's anything else that I need that's going on with me. I don't think so. And this is going to be a short video too. I forgot to say that in the beginning, but I don't have a whole lot of stuff today. But I thought I would show you my book of days. I'm caught up through today. And I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm loving stickering it and using different color inks, and I'm just having fun playing. And I'm using a different book for 26. My Crazy Life Lori, and she has an Etsy. I'll try to remember and link her. Let me write that down too. My Crazy Life. Crazy Life. Let's see. The only thing, she starts her week on Monday. And I just need to make sure that I can transition to that and not forget. I've put a couple of things in there so far, and I've done okay. But I just need to remind myself every time I open it up until it gets to be a habit. I did get some Happy Mail. One piece was, I'm a member of the Sampler Guild of the Rockies, and we do an ornament exchange every year. And I exchanged ornaments with Karen Gropp, and this is phenomenal. Look at this. It's beading. There's unbelievable satin stitches. Look at this. It is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And look at this finish. I mean, she puts me to shame. I have this on our White House ornament tree, which is the artificial tree in the foyer. And I have it right in the middle front, so that this is one of the first things you see when you walk in. And Karen, I cannot thank you enough. And I got this, I got tea, little tea bags, 4 different flavors. I got floss drops, the tree floss drops from Primrose Cottage. And I think there was something else, but I forget what it was. And then from my sweet friend Judy. Hey Judy, thank you so much. I got a little goodie box for Christmas. I got a Snag Nabbit. Now, if you're a linen stitcher, I've just started stitching on linen. You have to use this sometimes with slubs. So, Judy, thank you. I'm going to take one of my little test tubes, and I'm going to put a fancy top on it and keep it in there so I don't lose it. So, and then everybody knows how much I love bunnies. If you don't, well, I'm sure this is supposed to be a Christmas ornament. It's not going to be a Christmas ornament. I am going to put it in one of my stitchy boxes. And I have one pink stitchy box, but I have a feeling that I can find some bunny fabric and make another one. what could be better? Pink and bunnies. I mean, wow. And then, you know, I have my, all of my beeswax put away for Christmas. But look what Judy sent me. A Santa beeswax with I think that's a package. Judy, I don't know where you found it, but it is fabulous. Again, this could go on a tree, but it's not. It is going to go in my, with the rest of my waxers, because I have them out. You've seen them before. I am on the lookout for another glass basket. I don't want it to be more than about 6-8 inches wide. So if you ever see one, I have searched Amazon. I cannot find them. If you ever see one, please ping me and let me know. But the best that Judy sent me is yet to come. It is a Limoges needle keeper. It's got scissors on the front, on the clasp, and it opens up. Is this gorgeous or what? I mean, it's just amazing. And let me see here, you can see it's Limoges. And I do not have any Limoges. Well, I didn't have until my sweet friend Judy sent it to me. Judy, I will cherish this. Thank you so much. This was just a wonderful little box. Yay. And then I got a box from Niecy Lynn, but I'm keeping it till Christmas. I don't know why I opened Judy's and decided to keep Niecy Lynn's until Christmas Day. I texted Niecy, asked her if she cared, and she said, do whatever. So I'm keeping Niecy's, and I'll show it in my first floss tube of 2026. You know, my friend Christy, the Salty Stitcher designer, Salty Stitcher designer, or Salty Stitches. Y'all know who I'm talking about. It's Christy. Well, she's retiring from the Coast Guard this spring, or late spring, early summer. It's in June. And she is transitioning to become a travel representative, or a travel planner, I think is a more appropriate term. And as y'all know, Damon and I do enjoy travel. And I think we have everything booked through 27. I can't remember. Damon's been doing it, and I haven't gotten it on my calendar. But Christy and I did a Zoom Friday right after lunch. One of the places that Damon and I would like to go would be Egypt and the Nile. And she can totally customize what we want, when we want, how long we want to stay. So I need to look at all of that. She can also take over our celebrity cruises plans. So that's really exciting. I will link her email to her new business, but I can't let the cat out of the bag. But Christy, Niecy Lynn, and I are putting our heads together, and there will be some fun things coming up. So please stay tuned to Christy, Salty Stitcher Designs, Niecy Lynn, and me, Stitching with My Kitties, for an announcement to come out fairly soon. I would say by mid-January, I think. So, I hope I teased you a little bit. Then, Friday night, Niecy, Christy, and I were supposed to Zoom and sit and stitch. Well, Niecy's daughter, son-in-law, and 2 granddaughters came in, so she wasn't able to join us. But that did not stop Christy and me. We sat. She's working on a really cool needlepoint piece and it's got pearls. She's doing it in, the words are in black, and then the background is going to be red with a white border and then a red border. And it is so pretty. I love it. So she worked on that. And what did I work on? Oh, yeah. I worked on Freak for the Beak. And that's going to be one of my whips that I'm going to show you in just a moment. So let's start with, let's start with Freak for the Beak. Because, you know, I still consider myself a monogamous stitcher, but who am I kidding? I mean, come on. Thank you, Niecy Lynn. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, everybody. So, Christy, Niecy Lynn, and I are hosting a SAL, Freak for the Beak SAL. This is by Boomerang Stitches. And when I saw it, I thought, those are such strange looking birds. Why would I want to stitch that? But the colors are amazing. And I really did not want to put it down. I have now finished up through December. I'm all caught up. I'm staying on point or staying on target. So January, I get to do another one. And this is so much fun. So we're doing this one, big, long one in the middle, and I'm going to have to chart out a 5 for 20. I think I need to chart a 6 because I'm not going to finish this in 2025. I need to talk to Niecy and Christy, see what they're going to do. I think I'm going to use a 6. But anyway, these are just so much fun. And so I worked on that, and I almost finished it, and then I was able to complete it, the December portion, Friday evening. So let's go to Salute to Abigail. Now, Salute to Abigail, I love. It's by Blackbirds. And it's in the book, but I can't remember what the name of the book is. I've shown it on my channel before. But I'm almost finished. Except the border did not meet up properly. Now, I've already frogged this border once. Not all the way to the top, but, you know, probably about halfway down. I have frogged here a couple of times. The mistake is all the way up here. At least one mistake, possibly 2. So I got to frog all of this. I'm so mad, but I can't fudge it. It's okay. She's just going to stay on timeout until the beginning of the year. That'll give me plenty of time to, because I really want to finish her. She's so close. I just have a flower urn here. Then I forget, Nancy, the disorderly stitcher, somebody that she was watching, one of, over here it says A. Adams, and I think there might be a date. And then this is July 4th, 1776. Well, Nancy did July 4th, 1776, July 4th, 2026. So I'm going to take the A. Adams out and do that same thing. Nancy actually finished hers. She says that she has a mistake in the bottom border. I did not see it. She says she's not going to point it out to anyone. So, after this, that is one of my 2 Sampler Guild of the Rocky challenges for this year. The other one is the Crochet Go-Go. I forget the name of it. It's a big one. So after I finish Abigail, I'm thinking that I want to go and finish up some of these things that are not finished. Now, Freak for the Beak, I'm going to continue through September or October, I forget. No, we started in September. And it's a 12-month sale, but there's an extra month built in. So I really think I will finish in July. And Christy, let me show you again the chart. Christy's thinking that she will leave off the words. I hadn't thought about that. I will either leave off the words or put the words in bright colors, like the freak all in one word, all in one color. So it'd be 4 different colors. So I'll either leave it off or do multi-colors. Don't know which yet. So after I finished Freak for the Beak, I needed something to work on. And I have been, all year, I have been in the Sweet Stitching Club through Pine Needles in Salt Lake City. Well, I get them every month, but I've never done, you know, my husband put the box together for me and painted it. Well, I never started them. So I decided, since I had time before the end of the year, I would do January. So I kitted up kitted up isn't the right word. Everything that you see here comes in the monthly pack. All of the stuff for the box, the backing fabric, even the sticky board. So, and this one's small. It's, let's see, it is 55 by 51. So they're all going to be about the same size because you either stitch it on 16 count Aida or 32 count Lugana. So I got the 32 count Lugana option. So, and it's all stitched with DMC. The only thing you have to do is pull the DMC flosses. Well, since I'm working on 32 count using 2 Daisy May, she is trying to steal don't steal my stuff. You are not a good kitty. You're in trouble. You're gonna come over here and try to make up? You can't make up, Mommy's mad. You were trying to steal my stuff. You stole my floss yesterday. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that was her tale. I can use, since it's DMC, so it's not over dyed, and you need two strands, I can use the loop method and just go back and forth and back and forth. Hey, sweet girl. So I don't know if I can finish this afternoon or not, since I've got so many other things to do. But definitely by midweek, that will be finished up. And I'm keeping this in my project bag that I got from Needlecraft Corner. I got the December or the Christmas mystery box. And this is by, well, I don't know. I'll just show you the tag. I think I might have the reference card or the business card. If I do, I'll link it. But I love this fabric. You know, I love cardinals. And then look at this embroidered tag or zipper pull. So a friend of mine, she's actually works for us. Her daughter, I gave her daughter a lot of my cross stitch stuff, and her daughter gave me a little thank you. And this is one of them. Thank you for being awesome. I love it. And it has a couple little, so I made a zipper pull out of it too. So thank you, Izzy. So that's what I'm keeping all of my, I know, even in the middle of summer, I'm gonna have the winter cardinals for my sweet stitching from Pine Needles. So that's my 3 whips. Now, plans. I am gonna do a blessing sampler this year. You start it in January, on January the 1st, I think. And the intent is to have it finished by the end of January. So I'm going to stitch Rhoda Jane Carlton 1894 by Sambry Stitches. And it says, love one another. I love it. It's simple. It's so pretty. I'm hoping that it's going to be small enough to make a pillow. I don't think it will. So I will either frame it, which that's the biggest probability is that I'll frame it. If not, I will make it, just finish it off and use an easel to stand it up with. Now I'm missing 2 of the DMC colors, so I've got to figure out, try to get away at lunch tomorrow and run to Michael's and get those 2 missing DMCs. But, excuse me, but I pulled, these colors are beautiful. I think they're going to be fine on here. And of course, yesterday I was sitting and I looked over at the side table and there was a little ladybug. And she was just walking along the table and I put my finger out and she got and crawled up on my finger and around my hand, and then I put her back on the table and I said, little ladybug, it's too late in the year for you to be here walking around, but I hope you make yourself at home, because ladybugs was my sorority mascot. I'm a Zeta Tau Alpha and Damon's a Lambda Chi. So when I kitted this up today. So I was trying to find a project bag and my ladybug project bag showed up. So I was like, okay, yes. So I've got my Siggy's Closet ladybug zipper pull. I have my Siggy's Closet scissor fob that's also a ladybug. Can you see their ladybugs? And then I made, oh yeah, here. Just bear with me today. I had, of course, to have a ladybug floss ring. So I just quickly made me a ladybug floss ring bling. So that is 46 count fiber on a whim Dolomite, I think. So that is what I'm going to stitch my blessing sampler on. And I'm really excited about that. Then my birthday is February the 3rd. So we're, Marcy from Amnicon Studio, Marcy and I are hosting a sal on Instagram with Happiness is Heart Made February Cat. So I hope you'll go and grab your pattern and join us. It's going to be small. I forgot to print out, I have a PDF copy, and I forgot to print the cover, but I will show it on my January. I think my next floss tube is, the 4th of January. I'll be sure and show it then. And then also February the 6th through the 8th is the Sampler Guild of the Rockies Royal Retreat in Colorado Springs. And so Niecy Lynn, Dottie, Stitch and Scotty, hey Dottie, hey Winston, hey Stryker, we're all meeting up and going to the retreat. It's the 6th through the 8th. We arrive on Friday, fly back out on Sunday. It's going to be a quick one. We're getting 4 different samplers, and most exciting, one of the designers is the Blue Flower, Janine McGowan, and she's going to be there in person. And she does not do a lot of retreats any longer, or that's what she had said a year or so ago on her floss tube. So I am so excited, and that's my first 2 months of the year. At the end of February, Damon and I are going on a back-to-back 2-week Caribbean cruise. One of them is Floss Tube at Sea with Jean Farish. Carol Saltbox Stitcher was going to be one of the floss tubers, and she had to cancel. We got that email earlier this week, I believe. And I did not know the floss tuber who will be on the cruise in Carol's place, and then Liz and Deb from Country Stitchers. So that should be really, really fun also. Then I have just a little bit of haul. I know. Well, I did get 2 Christmas boxes, and I took them all out because I opened them up immediately. I can't wait and do it a day at a time. And for some reason, I put them away rather than keeping them out to show you. But that's okay. I do have some charts that I got, and these are all PDF. I got Stitchy Stars by Lori Holt. It's So Emma put this one out for Lori Holt, Be In My Bonnet. I have this physical chart somewhere. I have looked everywhere. I could not find it. So I just jumped on and ordered the PDF because she has got several other colorways for the same pattern. And I think the flosses and the floss holder was on sale at Fat Quarter Shop. And so I got several of the other colorways. And I'll just get Damon to make me a board and paint it and just switch them out. But I think in different colorways, I think that'll be cute. Then from Darlene Dion Designs, I got Stitchy Friends. I love the colors. It's all DMC. It's 130 wide by 64 high, and it's stitched on 36 count Stars Hollow by R&R Productions. I think that's R&R Reproductions. I don't know. Then from Blueberry Ridge, she has a series, Sampler Seasons. So I got all 4 of the seasons because, you know, I love a series like that. So here's spring. Can't wait to start it. I love it in pink. I think it might be really pretty on that Dolomite that I'm stitching my Blessing sampler on. And I still have, I had a fat quarter and that's 46 count. So here's spring, summer. Now I might have to change that color. Let's see, what is that color? Scuppernong, 3 skeins of weeks, Scuppernong. I don't think I'll use that color, but I'll find something, I'm sure. And let's see, what was the color of the spring one? Weeks, Madison Rose, and it's beautiful. Then summer is Weeks, Dye Works Rust. I'm sorry, that's autumn. That looks purpley to me. I think I would rather have it on this darker fabric with maybe more of a purpley something, I'm not sure. And then winter is Shepherd's Blue. And I think that's gorgeous. It's just so pretty. And then the last one I got from Blueberry Ridge is Summer Blooms. And, you know, again, it's the colors. I'm so drawn to color. And then I got an email from Misty of Luminous Fiber Arts, and she sent out, as a little thank you for getting some of her Mystery Sal boxes. She sent this cute little peppermint Saint Nick. And then this was a collaboration from Emily Pingelli, which is Blue Ridge Designs, and Lori Pingelli, which is the mom, and Lori is Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. I got this Mistletoe Manor and Smalls. And I think I would like to stitch this before next Christmas. And I want to stitch all 3 of them, the sampler and the other 2. I just think it's beautiful. And lastly, no, it's not lastly. I got all of these online at Fat Quarter Shop. They offer these PDFs. I got this Christmas Spool Tree by Autumn Hollow. And I got Completely Catty, which is Kim Deal's, what's that? Pennyberry Farm series. So there's the cat. And I think I've got 3 of them. I've got the rabbit, the cat, and the bunny. But right now I'm stitching on the great big bag that Niecy Lynn gave me. And I forget what that's called. But anyway, I'm stitching that. And then there was a 4-part free Sal by, I'm not even going to try to say this, and yes, I did speak a little bit of German when we lived in Germany for 3 years. I went to the Blauschule and took lessons. But there's the name. But it's a 4-part series, and I think it's gorgeous. And unfortunately, I don't have the other 3 printed out. They were printed in color as they were released. If you get it before the end of the year, it's free. January 1st, it will be a paid chart. I did get the call for Soie d'Argent, and I'm not sure when I'll start this, but I'm anxious to start it. And then the last thing I got, and don't laugh at me, because y'all know I've gone down the Winterberry rabbit hole. I never should have started looking at Hobby House. But well, Fat Quarter Shop, believe it or not, had this small travel case. No, this isn't the travel case. This is I forget what it's called. They had it on sale. I think there were 2. Well, somehow or another it jumped into my cart. Wish it hadn't, because I wasn't gonna, start the red series. And I probably won't add to the red. But look at this. Red with pink. That's not showing real well. It's showing darker than it is. But it was on sale. And when things are on sale, that means Patty Pam can get it. And I emailed Hobby House because I haven't gotten my blue toile. I think it's Rika King. I ordered the small travel case. So I emailed to check on that order and my mystery Christmas box. And everything's caught up in customs. The travel case, the Winterberries are caught up in customs, as well as 1 or 2 things for the mystery box. And she offered to refund my money, and I'm like, oh no, no. I'm perfectly happy waiting. It's not like I'm going to stitch anything right away. The only reason that I'm just anxious to show it on my floss tube. And she emailed me back, and she was so sweet. But I had to call them. I think it was Thursday. Since everything is hung up in customs, I was only going to get the small travel case. And it's about this size, but it's half. It's small. It's only half as high. Well, they have the big Patoki case. I don't do I stitch in hand using the sewing method. So I really can't figure out what I would use the big case for. But they also have a tool case. So I left them a voicemail and said, well, since it's been delayed, I have to have the tool case too, the Rika King. No more. But my vision, Daisy Mae, stop jumping up on the table. So I'm so sorry. My vision for my Winterberries is to put, if I ever get around to stitching my Animal Crackers by Stacy Nash, I want to put them in the Winterberries and then use them as display around the house. So I do have a plan for my cases, and I have my big lavender one at work because every once in a while I'll have 10, 15, 20 minutes after I have lunch that I can just sit and just need everything to be quiet. and I'll stitch on a mesh bag because I don't have to have a special lighting or anything. So I am using them. So don't think I'm just, you know, off my rocker. Of course, we're not going there. So that's all my haul. And regardless of what you celebrate, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, or however you celebrate. I hope it's a wonderful season for you. And please join me again for January 2026 for Stitching with My Kitties, floss tube number 45. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.